What's up YouTube, Speedy Serpy here once again with another set on a different Pokemon. I don't know which one, but or what number I mean, what Pokemon number I'm on. But today I'm doing Mega Salamence. I figured that Salamence itself is pretty amazing. It has in total of base stats 600. That's equivalent to several legendaries. As well as Dragonite with Metagross. They all have 600 base stats, which they're pretty good Pokemon. And Salamence is used a lot in a lot of battles. A lot of teams have a Salamence. So because of his ability and the increase in his stats, he gets a big increase in about every stat. And special defense is still a bit, below, but it's still good. It's a 90 base, which is really good. And he does get the ability Aerialate, which turns normal type moves into flying type moves. So since Salamence is half dragon, half flying, Aerialate turns normal type moves into flying, which adds the flying stab to the normal type moves. But let's just get started. I decided to go with the Jolly Nature because he does have a 145 attack, which it's already more than amazing. So you just have to add more into the speed, which is 120. So I decided to go full on speed, full on attack, and 4 on hit points because his hit points are really good as well. 95 base hit points is almost at 100, and defense is 130 base. That's even better. And so it's a pretty good Pokemon. I decided to go with this set. You can't let any Will-O-Wisp user take your Dragon Dance turn because sometimes most people expect the physical Salamence, and that's what they're most likely going to get. You can't let Salamence get burnt unless you have a Heal Bill user or Aromatherapy user that's gonna heal Salamence from the status problem. Or somebody that, if your Salamence is at low HP, take out somebody that knows Healing Wish. For example, Gardevoir, it can learn Healing Wish, and you can pass it on to the Salamence, and status problem is cured, and life is cured. So I decided to go with Dragon Dance because you are increasing your attack and speed in case you're outsped by anybody else, which most of the times you won't be outsped by anybody else. And then I decided to go, a lot of people have Double Edge or Takedown, but I decided to go with Return mainly because it's almost equivalent to Double Edge and Takedown. It does have a max 102 power at maximum happiness, and Double Edge has more power, but it has a huge recoil. And you don't really want a lot of recoil on Salamence because you want to keep Salamence as durable as possible in the battlefield. And Return has no recoil damage. It has stab, and it has 102 base power whenever it's at maximum happiness. So I figure Return is the better way to go. And then I went for Dragon Claw instead of Outrage because if they have a Fairy type Pokemon and they know you're going for Outrage, you're going to be stuck in that move for a while, which gives them advantage to take your Salamence down. So I always prefer Dragon Claw over Outrage. Even on Dragonite, Dragon Claw is preferred over Outrage. And in the last slot is Earthquake. Earthquake is for coverage for the fire types, the steel types, and the rock types. Anything that's weak to ground, Earthquake can do it. Even electric types. Okay, now just moving on to the next set. Next one is one of my favorite Salamence, although I use the physical one more, but this one's a special attacking Salamence. It does have a base 120 special attack, so Salamence runs either way. I decided to go with a Modest Nature, and it's supposed to be full on special attack and full on speed, and again 4 on hit points, because you want the most out of your special attack and speed. He does have a 120 base speed, but you're not Dragon Dancing this time, and you can already outspeed a lot of things when you're full invested on speed. So I decided to go with Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice has 90 base power. With Aerial A and the stab, it's gonna be a pretty strong move. And then I went for Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump is an egg move that Salamence learns. I can't recall or remember which Pokemon I bred it with, but it's an egg move that Salamence gets. And then he also learns Flamethrower, and there's Dragon Pulse. This is pretty much the special attack in Salamence. It's pretty strong. People sometimes most likely will whip Salamence thinking he's a physical attacker, and then when they find out that he's a special attacker, is when they basically kind of wasted a turn, because that Hyper Voice is doing a lot of damage. Another thing I noticed, for the physical Salamence, if you don't want to run Return and you want to add like a Hex, you could go for Body Slam. It is a normal type move. It gets turned into a flying, base power 85, but it also has a 30% chance to paralyze a target. Who doesn't want to paralyze a target? If there's a Pokemon that's faster than your team and you just want Salamence to paralyze them, you could just go for Body Slam. You get Stab, you get that when it turns them into flying type, it does even 1.3 more damage than when it's supposed to do. So Salamence is very, very, there's so much variety. Like, you can look over here at the moves, you decide which way you want to go. He even learns Brick Break. There's Aqua Tail, there's Dragon Tail, Dragon Rush, there's Draco Meteor, Double Edge, Crunch. It depends on what your team needs. That's the way you go. If your team needs something to go against the ghost types, you could go for Crunch. Or something to go against the psychic types, you could go for Crunch. If you need like a rain dance team or something, or you need some help with the flying types, you could go for Rock Slide. Salamence can learn that. It can even learn Stone Edge. If you want even more power than Rock Slide, you could go for Stone Edge. It learns most of the Fang type moves, like Thunder Fang, Fire Fang. It even has Zen Headbutt for the poison types. It all depends on what your team needs. That's the way you go with Salamence. And that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and there is going to be another video, so stay tuned for that video today. And also later on today, I will also be doing something else on another channel. But I'll let everybody, or I'll put a video up to let you know. And thank you again.